again. Welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Ulan and this is
Ura.
Exactly. See, she can say her name by herself after all.
Wow.
But it has been wonderful talking about all the horror stories or some of the negative things or things to look out for when you move to a new country, and I'm glad that we have been discussing this with you guys. So yeah, welcome back. For those of you who haven't seen episode 1 and 2, please feel free to go through our channel and watch those videos. Give us your thumbs up, give us your subscriptions because we need it, and if you have any comments about all the jabs that Ura has been taking at me since episode 1.
Thank God you people are my witness.
Feel free
there was no jab.
to put it there. Defend me. Be my warriors, okay?
Okay, I shall be commenting.
Exactly. So yeah, today we just wanted to continue on that series.
Yeah.
And we wanted to talk about something that's very serious, right? And basically has to do with the UK skilled worker visa and how so many people are entering
One chance.
going from frying pan to fire just because we probably didn't do enough research. Maybe
they relied too much on the wrong person or wrong people. I don't know. People, depending on the story.
But yeah, we're
the way you call my name, Ulan, I'm not a fan.
How should I
why
say
why are you even pointing at me?
I didn't point. It's this pointing.
Yeah, gesturing.
Yeah, because I'm like
direction.
Because I'm giving you accolades and I'm giving you respect.
Anyway, what were you going to say?
Ura is going to kick us off on this wonderful episode.
Yes. So we're just going to be highlighting the, like Ulan said, UK worker visa saga. There are some Nigerians. It was trending some weeks ago how some Nigerians are actually stranded in the UK at the moment. They secured skilled worker visas for the healthcare sector in particular. That's the one that is trending for some reason. And they got employment, and then they show up to the UK. There's no work. They have limited shifts. Like there was a particular lady that was sharing her story, and in her case, she actually paid an agent £10,000. 10,000 pounds. 10,000 pounds to Naira is how much? 10,000 times 1,000 is what she paid an agent. And then she shows up to the UK and she has only been given 12 hours of work since she has been there.
Oh my God.
12
That's
hours.
even less than the 20 hours that most students are entitled to.
Exactly. And she's a full-time, like she can work full-time.
Yeah, because she's on a work visa.
And we don't even know how many months she has been there. So maybe she has been there for like 3 months, 4 months. The only problem with that skilled worker visa thing is that you are tied to your employer. So you would have to apply, like contact home office, and your new employer would have to give you the necessary documentation, and then you would have to reapply, and they will issue you another visa. But I would go through that process. I wouldn't wait for 6 months and not eat, because it's crazy. I feel like a lot of people are in this situation because maybe they're not doing their due diligence. Probably. What do you think?
Thank you, my co-uncle. You know what? I completely agree, right? I think there's a lot of lack of knowledge, right? That is around this whole migration thing. Some people make it look so mysterious. They want to make it look like, oh, it's so hard, or you can't.
That's why you're paying someone £10,000.
It's a lie. Let me even tell you guys, it's a big freaking lie. And the reason is because the information is out there. If you go on the UK immigration website, Canada immigration website, Australia, like all of these websites, every country, they literally put it in there, the steps and what you need to do to migrate. especially if you're trying to get a skilled working visa or you're trying to migrate as a permanent resident to that country, to your destination country. And honestly, you don't even need an agent. These agents are just making, I don't know, they are taking advantage of the fact that people think, the misconception around it, and prying on people. And 10,000, see, if you have 10,000 pounds and you want to use it, I'm here. I don't mind. In fact, just give me 500 pounds only. I will help you out, okay? But that's not the point. Point is, you can do it yourself.
I feel like a lot of this comes from people really not wanting to do any work or research, because it gets so bad that, for example, some students want to apply to schools and they cannot even write their statement or whatever themselves. Or like they can't do the basic. They just want someone to do everything for them.
I don't think,
and those agents actually do take advantage of that.
You know what it is? I think it's a matter of people feel like, so there's this narrative that when you use an agent, it is more sure than when you do it yourself. So people just feel like, they have more chances of being granted that visa if they go through an agent than if they do it themselves.
There is that.
That's the way I think that is that narrative that is pushing everybody to, I don't want, before I go and mess it up, let me know before I make mistake, or because they think the agent knows better. And the agents are pushing this narrative, I think, because obviously they're
I feel like it's okay not for it not to be one thing. I think it
there's multiple things,
multiple reasons.
True.
So this 100%. Is actually very valid. Like I know personally, I know some agents that have an in, they might have some connection in some embassy or something that would help fast track the process for certain people. So it's actually a thing. This thing,
I think,
but it's not valid for everywhere or every country.
No, it's
so
not.
I don't know.
And times are hard. Economy is hard.
£10,000.
£10,000. That's what you're going to use that to settle in properly when you migrate. You can do it yourself.
And then, when after you've paid that money before coming, and then you don't now have savings, if she had that £10,000,
most people,
obviously she wouldn't be going to collect food from the food bank.
Most people spend all their money, their last sweat, right, to migrate, and there's nothing worse than getting rid of all your assets, everything that you have back home, in pursuit of something bigger and better, and you land there and you realize it's even hotter pepper soup than the one you were in before.
This one you're saying now, I have another story related to this. So this is also someone who used an agent. So this lady, she's not Nigerian, by the way. I think she's Kenyan or something like that. But anyway, she traveled to the UK. She used an agent, and same story. Promised employment upon arrival. So she had her agent's phone number, and then she gets there and she calls and tells the agent, hi, I just landed, what's next? Because he said there is accommodation for her and a group of other people, and once she's settled she'll start work on so date, blah blah blah. Do you know what the agent told her?
What did the agent say?
The agent told her, welcome, you have arrived, find your way. She didn't know it's so.
Thunder. I will
She
fire that person.
She was in the airport at this point.
No way.
So this lady was new, or she's new. Imagine yourself in her shoes right now. You are new in a country. You don't know anyone. The only contact that you had just told you, welcome, find your way.
That is scary. And that is
you paid this person, you already secured, or you supposedly secured accommodation through this person. So in your mind now, you thought you were coming to just rest and then start work. But now she was in this space where she had no idea. She had some money, she had some cash. So what she did was she tried to find short-term accommodation. She got an Airbnb or something like that. And then she started looking for work. But another thing is she couldn't find work because she had this skilled worker visa and not everyone is open to that. But another problem is she also didn't know enough. So she had to resort to do something to be able to get money. And
What did she do?
she did like a very like
She has to become a sex worker. Is that
oh
it?
yeah, light prostitution.
Like,
Just a sprinkle.
I don't know what sprinkle is, but sprinkle and
Anyway, eventually though, she used to call her family back home. She cannot even complain because they sold things to be able to send her outside the country, right? So it's not like she can say, oh, I want to come back home after they finish selling their land and whatever to be able to send her to the abroad. You will not come and say you want to come back home. Come home to where? So she didn't have that support back home, so she had to pretend like everything was okay. But she was still asking them to ask other people back home for contacts in the UK, right? You know how you can say, oh, if anyone has any child or mother or sister or auntie somewhere that is related to someone, please share contact. So eventually someone gave her a contact for one lady that was a distant relation who she hadn't even like met before. But when she spoke to the lady eventually spoke to the lady and the lady gave her accommodation. So it was through the lady she found employment in the lady's company. And she now had to change her employer
visa, an employer
information and get a new visa. But that's how that lady's story went. It was so bad for her. It was really bad, and I hope no one has to be in that situation where they feel like the only option they have. Like, it's a different thing if it's a choice you make. Like, I respect people's choices. If you decide that you want to do runs, as far as I'm concerned, that's okay. But in this case, she felt like she had no choice.
She was forced. It wasn't hard.
And that to me was too
her
bad.
Situation.
Yeah.
It really does suck, right? When you have all your hope, and it's just dashed.
Yeah.
She didn't even leave the airport. This one from the airport.
From the airport.
The pepper just started
peppering.
Basically. And I know I'm making light of it, but it's actually way deeper than that. It's a very, very traumatic experience for so many people.
Mm-hmm.
And we can help ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We can help ourselves by doing the research, do the groundwork.
I feel like even if, like, knowing what I know now, if I was in that lady's shoes, I would, if I were in that situation, just saying, in case anyone else out there one day is in a situation where they feel like, by the time you walk to like 20 shops, like, the small shops, not big shops like
just stores around,
not big stores, not big supermarkets like
convenient shops and stuff.
Not big supermarkets like, what's it called, like Real Canadian or what would that be? No, not those ones. Don't go to those ones. Go to small shops, like small convenience store or restaurants owned by Asians especially. Ask them, tell them you're looking for work and you want to get paid cash in hand. The fact of the matter is they might not pay you
a lot of money.
They will probably take advantage of you a little bit, but at least it will be a source of income. Some people don't know this, but by the time you walked to at least maybe like 20 stores and restaurants, you will definitely find someone who is either looking for a kitchen hand, a cleaner, or a storefront person,
or even a greeter, someone that just stand by the
greeter
door
or a waiter.
People.
You definitely find someone that's looking for that. Another thing you can do in that kind of situation is post. There are groups that you can join on Facebook where you can ask for help. you can say, oh, I'm a cleaner and I'm looking for a cleaning gig, or okay, I'm looking for any job. And then people will tell you, oh, I'm looking for someone to help me paint this or whatever.
Or even make my hair.
So if you know how to make hair, right?
Skill,
if you have that skill. But this one is basic stuff. Everyone can clean or paint or do whatever. Anyone can do all of that. So that's what I'll do if I'm ever in a situation like that where I need quick cash.
Yeah. And you know what, just to, I guess, add to some of the things that Wara has said, I think one thing that people underestimate, especially where we're coming from Nigeria, I know that we always feel like, oh, we want to be hush about our moves, our plans. We don't want to tell people, we don't want to talk about it. We're moving to a new country. We don't even want people to know that we have gotten there. Yes, that can be a good thing, but it can be very, very detrimental. One of the first things that I think it's important to do is look for those WhatsApp. There's so many WhatsApp groups, Telegram groups, and all of that for people who are about to migrate or
people in the diaspora,
people in that community, people who have just arrived, people have just landed, and people are sharing their experiences there. You need to make sure you find a community as soon as you land. Like, in fact, before you land at the airport, if you can make connections with people who are already there, don't rely on your agent. Don't rely on that one uncle that promised you. Don't rely. Put yourself out there to find other people who are in that community who are willing to help. And personally, that's something that I would say has helped me since I moved. Finding a community. I joined this WhatsApp group that had like young Nigerians who had just moved to kind of specifically Alberta, because I'm based in Alberta, and there's a lot of information. They share information. There's groups for people. In fact, I know I can only speak for Canada, because Canada has groups of people who are those who are in the express entry pool waiting for an invite. There's now a different group for people who have gotten invites. There's then a different group for people who have gotten their permanent residencies issued. There's then a different group for people who have just landed. There are different groups based on what province and what city in that province you're going to. This information is out there. Just do the work. Do your research so that they will not chop your 10K. But if you have 10K that you want to dash somebody,
please share some to me. I will. Ulan said she's going to charge £500. Me, my own is like £1,000 because I help you do everything else.
Please don't listen to rap. Listen to me.
£1,000.
Yeah.
Only I will do accommodation, and I will actually help you secure a valid job as well. Just saying, but
Wura might, please don't trust Wura. Wura might just hold on to your passport. I'm just joking.
What will I use the passport
I don't know. Just
collateral.
I'm just joking. But generally, just to kind of wrap it up, honestly, you can do it yourself. And I think one of the most important things as well that you need to do is make sure you know what the process is. Even if you choose to use an agent, know
what's involved.
What is involved, and go on the whatever country's website you're going to find out the costs, because the agents, some people don't even know how much it actually costs. Agents will just tell you, oh, it costs 5,000. Meanwhile, it costs 1,000. You need to know for yourself so that when you find an agent who is BSing you, you can BS them back.
Yeah.
You can tell them goodbye and take your money out the door and
there are so many
use
agents.
it for something
Agents
else.
are plentiful. Do your due diligence and shop around. It's like how you go to the market.
Yourself. DIY. Do it yourself.
When you go to the market, you're pricing pepper and tomatoes. That's what you're supposed to have.
And price them well.
Yeah.
Be like this Ijebu woman here.
£10,000.
No shade to Ijebu people, but be like
she's throwing shade.
Be like this Ijebu woman that
you
will charge the person 1,000 and they'll buy it for two naira. Be like
but
this.
But people are not like that. No, the
that's not what I heard though.
No, the what's the word? The stereotype is that Ijebu people are stingy. That's the stereotype.
Which feeds into the haggling thing.
No, not necessarily. You said
okay.
You said it the other way.
Take your shade and be going.
The shade was not shaded, so unfortunately, I refused.
Is it that refused to accept the shade?
I refused to collect it. No, it wasn't a valid shade as far as I'm concerned.
It is anyway. So I think this is very important. I've talked about this today. And next episode, we're going to be talking another horror story. See, there's so many things, so many things to talk about.
Yes.
But I'm glad that we got this out there. And honestly, if you have experienced anything like this, put it in the comment section. If you've almost been scammed, tell us as well. Otherwise, you can send us an email. We can share your story and experience with the entire world so that they can learn from you.
Yes.
So thank you, and we will see you guys next time. Episode 4. Subscribe.
Did you do 4?
4.
Oh, you did 4. Like, 4.
Subscribe and like and share the love.
Like, please. Thumbs up. Bye.